welcome. Are you ready for
Thank
us to
you.
do this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you
I'm
ready? Are you
ready.
excited?
I'm ready. I'm so excited
Okay,
to be here.
just count. Yes, I can hear you. Can you just count for me January up to May? Let's try that. January up to May.
January, January, February, March, April, May. I've
Perfect.
reached
One,
my
two, yeah. Just I was just checking the audio to confirm that it's working. So I like using months, and then I like also counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I can hear once I can hear that audio, then I know we are good. I know we are good. I know we are good. So,
Mhm.
so thank you so much for really gracing this space. You're looking amazing. You're looking amazing.
I came to State House. I have to.
She came to State House. Guys, can you imagine
I came to
putting
State House.
respect
I
to
have to.
putting respect to my channel name, the president of the Global Online Giants Alliance. She's
Mm-hmm.
at the State House.
Mm-hmm.
She's at the presidential palace.
I'm at the
So she
State House.
understood
Yeah.
the assignment. She understood the
Mm-hmm.
assignment. And once again,
Yes.
let me just give an acknowledgement to Tina Lee. Tina Lee and everyone who landed through that plane. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate the support, Tina Lee. Please go get some rest, Tina Lee. And I know I know you'll be lingering in the background, but thank you so much for the raid. You've done enough work today on YouTube streets. 5 hours is not 6 hours is not like a very easy time to do like a live stream. So congratulations. I see you guys there on Alice's channel. Yes, connect and subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you so much, Dennis Bigfoot. Thank you so much, Dennis Bigfoot. I see you there. All right. Without further ado, this show is not about me today. Today we want to like hear from the beautiful co-host. I'm going to put her on this layout so that you can all see her nicely. I know she's a bit too
Hello,
bright, but I
everyone.
think we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome.
So let's begin. First of all, you are a very busy woman. I tried to like get you for an interview. You are going to the village. The next time I try to get you, you're saying, Goga, allow me to deal with certain things. I will get back to you, or I'll ask my assistants to get back to you. So where have you been?
I'll just tell you I've been around.
Good to know.
I've been
Um,
around, but very busy.
you're a very busy woman to track down, but then busy is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And nice to see you,
Mm.
Stephen Kanyingi Njoroge official. Thank you so much for
Ah,
supporting Alice.
that's my
Nice to see.
friend. That's my
Oh,
friend. That's my
nice.
friend.
I see him there on your
Welcome, Kanyingi.
yeah.
Welcome,
Oh,
Kanyingi. That's my friend. Mm.
that's and I like everybody who is on Alice's side. I like everybody who's on Alice's side. So thank you so much. Njeri Kimani, will you do me a favor? I don't know whether Njeri, Alice, are you able to make somebody a moderator on your channel?
Stevie
Or
can do that.
Steven, but is Steven like because I thought I should. Steven can handle. Steven, Alice, you can handle for me. Everybody who comes in on Alice's side, welcome people there for me because when she starts talking, we may not be able to like read the chats, but I'll be able to
Yeah.
read any questions that somebody has on that side. So Steven Kanyingi, you've been appointed the official moderator on Alice's live stream to welcome people and whatnot. So thank you so much. Big Ben, nice to see you, Big Ben. How is Spain? Big Ben says, I'm in Spain, Costa del Sol, Malago. Hey, on vacation. Why are you making us feel jealous? Big Ben, why are you making me feel jealous already? You're already enjoying your vacation and you're watching me. Thank you. Guys, can you imagine? Steven is like, not Steven. Big Ben is watching me all the way in Spain and is on holiday. Like, if Big Ben can attend the service, the Sunday service while on holiday, what is your excuse? So let us begin. I think it's time for us to just start our conversation. I'll be able to read the chats from the other side. Princess Freya, nice to see you on the other side as well. Alice, thank you so much for like really honoring us with this invite. It's such an honor to have you on this panel before. The last time I met you, you're on your own channel, and I loved the kind of stories that you are sharing in your own space. And that's why I said you must come and host the Sunday service one of these particular days. So to the people who don't know who Alice, or aka Alice Joanne, aka AJ New Dimensions. That's the name of the channel. Who is Alice? Who is Alice? Just tell us as a quick introduction to who you are.
Alice. Oh, hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to be hosted here. Yeah, I'm so excited to be with you and to take you along this beautiful topic that we have tonight. Yeah. My name's Alice Joan, and that compiles to AJ. AJ. Some people ask me, what does AJ means? Yeah, today, Alice Joan. My name's Alice Joan, and I just added new dimensions because I love dimensions, and I love to walk in new dimensions. Yeah, some people ask me what are dimensions? Dimensions are paradigms shifts.
Nice.
I'm giving you vocabulary after vocabulary.
I can see already. I can see already unleashing for us vocabularies. I can see already unleashing for us.
But don't worry.
It's good.
Don't worry.
Good.
Yeah. So dimensions are.
Yeah. So where is Alice based? Where is Alice based? Before we get into the new dimensions, just to get to understand who Alice is.
Yeah, Alice is based in Africa. I'm in Africa, precisely East Africa, Kenya.
Yeah.
In the capital city of Kenya, that is Nairobi. That is where I'm based.
Nice.
Yes.
You and I, we're in the same city. Nice.
Mm.
And I can already see Njeri Kimani is already like giving you a compliment there on your channel. Now, I love this. When I hear anything about paradigm shifts, you're already triggering her. You're already triggering her.
Yeah, and Jerry, I love you. Jerry, I love you. She's my professor.
Nice. Okay. Cousin David, I see you. Cousin David, that's my honorary channel member there. I also see Miss V from New York. Nice to see you, everyone. This conversation that we did, we started talking about like a couple of weeks ago, and it's not exactly. I felt like it was a bit heavy, but there's a way you made it really simple. Simple, and embracing our scars. It's a very powerful topic. I did a quick poll on my channel and I asked people, do they have any scars that have shaped who they are? So 67% of them have said yes, both physical and emotional. Only 8% have said no so far out of 40 votes. And then the last vote, 26% are saying, Goga, we're gonna need some more wine. So it tells you how this is a very personal topic to most people. What do scars mean, like in a broader context? Because I know scars sometimes can be injuries. I do have scars from my bad childhood games when I was growing up, burns and things like that. But also scars tend to also be emotional in a sense. But in your own definition, what do you think? What are these scars, and why is it important for us to have that self-awareness when it comes to scars?
Yeah, thank you. But first of all, before I start, I just want to wish every mother who is in this place, every mother who is in this house, happy Mother's Day. Everyone who is inspiring to be a mother, happy Mother's Day too. Yeah, so I am a mother. I am a mother of three. I am a mother of three. I am a wife. I'm also a grandmother to one.
Oh, you're a grandma. You don't look like
I am a grandma. I'm proud to be a grandma.
I am impressed. I am really impressed. Quick question. How old is your firstborn?
My firstborn is 28 years. My secondborn is 26 years. Who has made me a grandma? That's my son, my only son. And my third is 19 years, waiting to join university.
All your kids are adults, and you look like that.
Adult, yeah.
What is the secret? And you're a
I'm a
like, no, I can't believe you're a grandma.
I'm a happy soul.
I am impressed.
Yes, I'm a grandma to one.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Yes.
I am impressed. I
Thank
mean,
you.
carry on, carry on. I interrupted you because I got excited over the motherhood
Yeah.
thing, and Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's. It now makes so much
Happy
sense for me to
Mother's
tell you
Day.
Happy Mother's Day and Happy Grandmother's Day as well
Happy
because
Grandmother's Day. Yeah. They should
I'm
they
so happy.
should do they should organize that one too. Happy Grandmother's Day.
I know. I am so
Because let me
impressed.
tell you, before I enter into our topic today, I want to tell you that it's very great to be a mother, but it's a very different thing to be a grandmother. It goes to another dimension.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my question. I know I like thank you for interrupting that and giving us the aspect of Mother's Day.
Mm.
Talk to us now back to the conversation on scars. What are these
Yeah.
like in a broad? What how do you define this in a broader context? And why should we have this conversation?
Yeah. First of all, I'll just say scars are types of there are different types of scars, yeah. There are physical scars, emotional scars, and psychological scars also. That is a mark that is left on the skin where a wound, burn, or sore has healed completely.
Yeah.
And today, I just want to talk about the scars that we have in our heart, in our soul, not the physical scars. The scars that we have in our mental whatever, in our brains, and what has been left in our mental whatever. So today we are not going to talk about the physical scars. We are going to talk about the emotional scars and the mental scars,
Ooh,
the
that's
psychological scars.
I like I'm already interested because that's actually a very curious thing.
Mm.
What inspired you especially when it comes to these conversations around scars? Like, we could have discussed anything else. We could have discussed something about being a mother. What has been the journey? Why specifically emotional and those metaphysical things that you can't see physically? Why a conversation on these scars?
Yeah, what inspires me to talk about the scars is like I talk about them, and I talk about them in victory, and I call them my scars, my victory. Because when I look at my scars, and when I look at the betrayal, the pain, and I see the scars, I see the victory that I've conquered. Yeah. So I call them my victory, my scars, my victory. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Is there any particular experience that really, when you look back in your life, actually now takes you, make you start reflecting about some of these scars? And I like the idea of your scars are your victory. They're not necessarily something that brought you down. The fact it's
Yeah.
just like a scar that you get when you get injured. It remains there, but you heal up with time.
Yeah.
So I guess that would apply this. That would be the same logic also for these emotional scars. So, is there any
Yeah.
particular story that that you can share with us that really, when you look back, it really drove you to that place of victory? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of stories that have brought a lot of scars in me, and I have a lot of scars. And sometimes I come to someone's life and I say I have a lot of scars, and someone just tell me hugs and what, but I don't want to hear those hugs and what, because I have overcome. I have overcome those scars. I have overcome those wounds, and they are healed. They are healed, and now I can look at them proudly and say, this is where I'm coming from, and this is what I've gone through, and I have conquered. So I want to give a little story. There are many, but I just want to give a story that I'm comfortable with to give, because some are very personal and I wouldn't love to share them with you here
Makes
because
sense.
of 1, 2, 3. So let me just say a story that it was a deep, very deep scar. Yeah, I call it a very deep scar because I was cut. I was cut into the white meat. when you are cut into the white meat, the scar is so deep. The scar, the wound, it's very deep. So let
Mm.
me just talk about this for just a few minutes, yeah?
No
Yeah,
worries.
so I was, okay, buckle up. Everyone, buckle up. Let's go. So I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old and I had just finished my class 8. That is what they call grade 8 now. I think so.
Mm.
So at that time, I just finished the class 8, the grade 8, and I was waiting to go to the high school. And at that time, people didn't go to high school in January. So because the exams used to come out, the results used to come out in January. So we used to wait until February, maybe in the in the the first week of February or in the middle of February, in the mid-February. That's when we used to go to school, to the high school. So I was there, and where I come from and where I've lived in Nairobi all my life, in Eastlands, precisely, a place called Jerusalem. So people who knows Jerusalem is just plots, it's just flats, and at that time there were no fences, and everyone was just everyone, and we were sharing and we were loving good people and good neighbors and all that. So as I was left, I was the one who was left. Everyone used to go to work, and I was left there alone. And everyone used to leave their keys. Some used to leave their keys with me, their house door keys. So, and it was good and it was okay. No one complained. No one said anything about it. So people used to come back home, take their keys, go back to their houses, open their houses, and it's okay, it's fine. So this one day, there's a relative of mine, a distant cousin of my mom. So we used to call her auntie. We never used to know what else to call her, but we used to call her auntie. So auntie used to live just nearby my place. It was not that near, but it was near because I could see her place when I was at my place. So
Mm.
this auntie of mine that day, she decided to tell the house girl because the house girl, I think, was going to the market, this big market. We call them Marukiti in Nairobi. I know those ones who live in Nairobi, they know this big market. So this girl was going for shopping, grocery shopping in Marikiti. So she came and she was told to bring the keys to our place. So I know this is my auntie who is leaving the keys with me. So I was okay. It was okay. My mom was okay. We knew her. She's our relative. So she brought the keys. The house girl brought the keys to my place. So that day, everything just went well. And the house girl came back. She took the keys. She went back home. And everything was fine. So in the afternoon, another cousin of mine who used to live in Italy, somewhere called California, and she came to my place and she came visiting. And she told me, hey, cousin, I want you to come and see where I live, to know where I live. So I was like, yes, let's go. So we left my mom there. My mom had just come from her errands, from her day-to-day business. She came back home and I was like, oh, mom, this one has taken their keys. This one has not taken their keys. So they are going to come for their keys. So we went with my cousin to where she used to live. And that was in the afternoon. So at 4 p.m., I came back home. So coming back home, I found my mom, and my mom was so stressed. She was so frustrated. I was like, Mommy, what's wrong? And she told me, I was waiting for you. I was like, why? And she told me, you know what? Your aunt came back and she has said that her, I think, 3 dresses are missing. And she's suspecting that you or the house girl took her dresses. I was like, what? Where can I take her dresses? I'm only 14 years old. I can't even wear her dresses. Where can I
Yeah.
take her dresses? So mom was like, no, she has come here and she has wrote a statement in the police station. The police station was just near us. And it was just near us. And she has written a statement there that her dresses were lost and you were in charge of her keys, you and the house girl. So one of you knows where the dresses have gone to. So I was like, hey, mom, me, I don't understand. Just can you explain to me further? And my mom was like, even me, I can't explain further because even me, as at this particular juncture, I don't understand anything. So we went to the police station as they had commanded my mom. If this girl comes back, then bring her to the police station. So I was taken to the police station. But before we went, my mom passed through one of our neighbors who was leaving the keys to in my custody. So we passed through one of my neighbors. We went with my neighbors, with that neighbor at the police station. So when we reached there, we found my auntie already there. She had already taken the house girl to the police station. So as we reached there, the police said, Joe, my aunt said, "Is Joe, this is the one." So I just entered there innocently. I was just going to say my part. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what my auntie is talking about. So when we reached there, when we reached at the police station, my aunt gave, I was, the policemen took me. They took me from my mom. And I was standing now in the OB. I don't know if I can, the OB table or the OB, the other side of the OB where they are. So my mom and my aunt and my neighbor were left at the other side. So me and the house girl and the policeman, we are on the other side of the OB. So the policeman told my mom, you know what, these girls, they're going to be left here for interrogation. So my mom was like, no, I can't leave my baby here. She's just a baby. She's 14 years old. How can I leave my baby here? They told my mom, you know what? Usasani, wait. This is ours now. This is our case.
This is the police telling your mom, but of course your mom can't leave you because you're a minor. By law, you can't even like.
I'm a minor. I didn't defend myself. I don't know what's going on. I'm so shocked. So my mom just said, okay, it's okay. Because they insisted. They told my mom, there's nothing you're telling us. You go. So my mom just went with my neighbor and my aunt. I could see them leaving. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? You mean I'm going to sleep here or spend the night here? Now, things started sinking in me. This is serious now. So the policeman said, you know what? You guys, come. So follow me. So we followed the policeman. So where we went, we were taken in like a room, interrogation room. It's an interrogation room now. We are there and we are asked, where are the dresses? Me, I was there. I told them, you know what? I'm just an outspoken person since I was small. I told them, you know what? Me, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And that policeman just gave me a slap that I saw dim. I saw blackness. I was blacked out.
Wow.
I was like, my God, this is how I'm going to die. I was like, oh, today I'm going to die. So they took the canes, and the canes, they are those rubber, you know, those things that we call nyahunyo here. I don't know what they're called in English. They are rubber canes, very long.
I know.
It's not iron, it's rubber. It's that thick rubber, that strong rubber. So they took one, there were two. Every of the policemen took those rubber, and they started caning us, giving us those strokes. And I was like, oh my God. And I was asking them, why are you beating us? Why? What have we done? And this policeman was just caning us. You know, he's not talking, but he was caning us like he's been paid to do this.
You're 14.
The pain was just too much. I'm 14 years old. The pain was too much. The pain was too much. I was telling them, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. 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 Stop this. This is not right. Stop this. We can talk. We can have that conversation without beating us, without giving us this torture. Some torture, I cannot even say it here. It was too much for us. I cannot even say it here. The torture was too much. We were being caned. We were being tortured. Things that I cannot even speak here. These things I just go with them in the grave. I didn't even tell my mom. So We were tortured there, and just like that, my body became numb. I couldn't feel the pain anymore. The only thing I could do, I was just defending myself with my hands like this. And the more I'm defending myself, the more bruises, the more pains, the more, that pain could come from my back to my in front. That pain could come from my head like this, like that. It was wrong. I know this is a policeman who is doing this, who is doing it, and he's not doing it remorsefully. He's doing it with all that the strength that he got on a 14-year-old. Some things where they used to touch us, where they used to, I'm telling you, it was torture. So they were asking us.
And this is a male, these are male policemen. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
they are
clarify.
male policemen. They are male policemen, I'm telling you. So they were asking us, are you going to tell us? So, I reached a point where I could not speak. I could not talk. Only tears were running down my cheeks. I couldn't talk. The pain that I was feeling before went inside my soul. The pain was so much, it went right inside my soul. That is where now it went. I couldn't feel the pain physically, but I could feel the pain in my soul. Yeah. So I couldn't talk. I didn't talk. I said I won't talk. I won't tell anyone. For what? They can do whatever. I said, if I perish, let me perish. I'm not saying what is not true. I'm not saying what I did not do. This is it. I'm sticking to what I know and the truth. So they were just beating us. I don't know if they were paid. I don't know if my auntie paid them to beat us up. I don't know. I don't know the motive. I don't know. Even today, I've never known what she wanted to achieve through this. So,
Wow.
yeah. So we were beaten. We were beaten. And then now the policemen were tired. In fact, they got tired. These men got tired of beating us. You're beaten till you're numb. You're numb. You're not feeling any pain. The pain on my physical, whatever, transferred to the soul. Now the soul was bitter. So I was not feeling this physical pain. I was feeling pain inside of me. So they beat us up and we couldn't talk. So we were consistent. We were just saying, no, we don't know. We don't know. And there's a time it came, I couldn't talk. The other girl, the house girl, was screaming. I couldn't talk. I was not screaming. The pain transferred to somewhere else. I was not feeling any pain. I was just seeing the pain coming from up, landing on me, but I'm not feeling anything. It's like I was dead. It's like I died.
Wow.
So, yeah. So they took us inside the cells. They just threw us inside like this. They just pushed us. There's no ceremony. No ceremony. Unceremoniously pushed inside, carried inside. So we got inside the cell. We found it's a small cell, very small cell, with so many people inside, many women, big women, rude women, prostitutes. Everybody is there, drunkards, I don't know who. Yeah. Those people who have known life. You're thrown there 14 years old with so much pain, with so much anger, with so much bitterness. So
wow.
We were pushed inside and we slept there. We slept there. And I didn't talk. There's a time when push comes to shove and it's done, So I was not talking. The house girl was talking with them, telling them what happened. But as for me, I didn't feel like I can talk. I was just in my own world. So the next morning, they woke us up. You are walking at 3 a.m. There's no ceremony there. You're waking up at 3 a.m. You did not sleep. Where I stood is where I stood till morning. because there's
Wow.
nowhere to sit. There's
Yeah.
nowhere to sit. There's no washrooms. There are no toilets there. I said it's only a bucket there. It's dark. The bucket is full. It's full. It's oozing of bad odor there, and you're there. Me, I just stood where I stood is where I stood. I stood till morning. So I stood there. The policemen came, the one that were torturing us and beating us out. They came and called us out. So I was like, again, me, I just knew again, they are going to beat us again. I'm okay, I'm fine. So we were taken to that room, the torture room again. The torture began all over again. This time round, I didn't even move. I told them, you can do whatever you want with me. You can do whatever you want with me. Beat me, torture me, do anything you want with me. But what I can say, I will stand with the truth that I don't know and I do not understand what is going on. So we were beaten. As usual. We were beaten thoroughly. Being asked, being told, I don't know, we are going to be put into cold water. I don't know what, drowned. I told them, you can do anything. I told you can do anything. I'm ready to die. If this is how I'm going to die, let me perish. But I'm going to die with my truth. I don't know. So, at long last, one policeman saved me. I could hear them talking Kiswahili. And one said, no, we are not doing the right thing. These children, I think they're saying the truth. Let me take them to the OCS. So we were taken to the OCS office, and the OCS was like, you guys, if you're not going to speak, then we are going to take you to court. So me, I was ready. Jail, everything. I was just ready. Because what I've seen, what more can I see? I've seen it all.
Yeah.
After all, I've seen it all. What else? Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. Even life did not matter with me. So I was like, if I perish, I perish. If this is how I'm going to perish, let me perish. But I'm not going to concur with what they're saying or what they're telling me to say. I'm not going to agree. So the OCS told us, you know what, if you're not going to speak, then we're going to take you to court. There and there, I told the OCS, I think this is the right thing. Take us to court. The OCS told me, so you can speak. I told him, you know what, me, I'm tired. I can speak. You do with me whatever you can do with me. You have done with the worst. You have done your worst. So I don't know what else you can do. The only thing you have not done is strangling me to death. Strangle me. I want to die now. I don't know where I got that courage. So the OCS told the policeman to take us back to the cell. So we were taken back to the cell. I stood where I was standing before. I went there and I stood. You know, at that time, I'm so bitter. I'm angered. I'm raging. I'm raging with anger. I'm raging with anger. I don't know what to do.
And you're 14.
I'm 14.
Dresses. Did dresses warrant that kind of treatment? Dresses. I am
What?
shocked. I'm just processing. I'm not even asking a question. I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
So what happens eventually? How do you get out of this place? Where is mom? Where is the law? Like, is there like what happened?
Mom, as you can see my videos, I always say how Nairobi River raised me. Mom is a peasant farmer. She doesn't have money. She doesn't have anything. She doesn't, she's just there. She doesn't know her rights. She didn't go to school. And my other siblings, it's now that I come to realize that no one even came to see me at the police station. And I wonder, because all of my siblings, we were schooled. The other ones were in there, others were done with school. Others were, and I was like, why didn't they come? Why didn't they talk to mom? Why didn't they advise my mom? But my mom was just there. She couldn't do anything. She's not learned. She doesn't know her rights. She doesn't know what to do. She's just a peasant farmer. Yeah. So it was just like that. And this other, the accuser has a lot of money. My aunt used to work. She used to work in a very good company. So she had money. So she could do anything. She could bribe. She could do anything. So my mom, the only thing my mom used to do and my dad, they used to come to the police station in the morning with that flask of tea and bread.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they could do. And I was there, I'm not going to eat. I didn't eat for those 3 days. I didn't eat. I told them, no, I'm not going to eat. I don't feel like eating. I'm so bitter.
3 days.
I can't eat.
Did you say 3 days?
3 days. 3 days. 3 days.
A minor 3 days in a police cell.
Okay. Bitter and tortured. Done for anything and everything,
Everyone is, Njeri Kimani and Victoria Mima are shocked how you are still calling her auntie today.
Yeah, she's my auntie.
It shows how strong you are, because there are people who would have cancelled, that would have cancelled.
Wow.
That is your auntie, and you still call her auntie. 3 days. You are 14 years old.
Yeah. Waiting to go to high school.
The fact that you remember all those details, like there's a way like you're narrating, it feels like it's happening right now. I can literally visualize it happening. And I've been in a Kenyan, I've been in these Kenyan police stations and the police cells, so I know what that. I'm just trying to imagine the conditions there, and you are a minor. Where does and I like what Miss V is saying, people abusing their power. Where do you draw the line even as an adult? These are kids.
And the funny thing and the shocking part is that they don't close you into, they don't put you into your own, they add you into those big women. And even there's torture, even there's trauma, because these women are bullying you, they are harassing you again, they are beating you up again.
I know.
Yeah, oh so goodness. You're like, now what is this? I'm in hell. In fact, I was saying I'm in hell. I was telling my mom, this is hell. I've come to hell. Yeah, so my mom was coming every day with my dad, and that's my neighbor. They used to come every day, and my auntie also used to come every day because of the case. So this is it. Something happened. Something very miraculous happened. Miracles happen, I'm telling you. My auntie, in the first statement, she said her clothes are worth 11,000. At that time, 11,000 was like 110,000 right now. 110K right now. So, in the second,
to our international audience, she's saying that the estimated figure, so you can just divide 110,000 by 100. So it was about, is it like, is it about like 10? Is it? Am I getting the math right?
$1,000. More than.
Slightly, give or take, because the currency used to be lower then. So give or take $1,000. The dresses were worth $1,000.
Yeah, at that time it was lower. So the next day, the first day she said it's 11,000. So the next day, I think even the OCS was playing with her mind. She said it's 9,000. You see, now the third day, when we were still there, the OCS called me and my mom, the two of us, into his office. He closed the office very well, and he asked my mom, how are you related to this person who is accusing your daughter of these allegations? And my mom was like, I call her my cousin, a distant cousin. So just wisdom just came upon that man, and I thank God for that man. And that man said, I can sense there is more than meet the eye. I think she's retaliating to something. Have we ever collided with her? Have you ever quarreled with her? My mom was like, no, we have never quarreled. We have never collided. So I don't know what's the target, and I don't know what's the motive. So the OCS was wise enough and told my mom, you know what? I was not taken back to the police cell. So the OCS said, he asked for another seat for me to sit. So my mom and I were sitting there. He sent the policeman, because the police station is not far from where I used to live. So he sent the policeman to my auntie's place, because we didn't have a phone. We didn't have phones that time. So the policeman went to my auntie's place, and she was called to the police station. They came with her to the police station, and she was interrogated also with the OCS. And the OCS said, as I'm looking at this case, then I'm seeing no case. This girl did not do anything to you. This girl did not steal anything from you, unless you have something else that you are hiding from us. Just tell us. If you have cause to settle with this family, just say it right here, right now. And she was like, oh, no. Hey, I don't have any cause to settle with this family. All I want is my clothes. All I want is my braces. And the OCS told them, shut up. You have done more than enough to this family. I'm releasing this girl. And even your house girl, I'm releasing. Because it seems like there's something more than this. And you know it yourself. So the OCS is there asking me, little girl, what do you want us to do? I was like, now, what are you telling me? The OCS is telling me, sorry, I don't know what. Sorry, at that time, sorry does not count. To me, sorry. What? What are you telling me? Sorry for? Huh? Yes? Yeah.
No, I'm
What is
agreeing
sorry?
with you. I'm agreeing with you. Why? Yeah, what is sorry after what they've taken you through for the last 3 days?
Yeah, I've gone through a lot. I've gone through hell. I don't even know how hell feels like, but I feel I've felt hell. You see my face is swollen, my lips, they are cut. I don't know. I don't even know how I came out with my teeth intact. So I'm wounded in every way and everywhere. So they're telling me, sorry for what? Sorry for what? Can sorry just undo what you have done to me? And he's there, he's telling me you can press charges. And you know, at that point, I just broke. And I was like, if I'm to press charges, I'll press charges on you and your policeman. Even my aunt is better. I'll charge charges for you and your policeman for the assault. And my mom was like, oh, no, shut up, keep quiet. You know, my mom is there. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
You just know. You just know how those people. She's just saying like they're going to take me back. Oh, they have agreed to release me, and now me I'm talking. I don't know where this courage came from, but I've been a courageous person throughout. Even my childhood, I was courageous. I could speak for myself. So I told the OCS, if I'm pressing charges, then I'm pressing charges on you and your policeman and the whole of this police station. So my mom was like, no, stop talking like that. They may take you back. I don't know what. So I just kept quiet because of her. I could see the stress, the pressure, the everything that she has gone, the agony, that she was so down, like for real. So I was like, okay, let me just keep quiet for her because I was feeling remorseful for her. So they wrote, I don't know what they wrote, I don't know what they cancelled, I don't know. So I was released after 3 days. 3 days of torture and beatings, thorough beatings. So we were released. And I got home. So when I got home, my mom used to dress the scars. I had bruises all over. If you saw my back was swollen with so many bruises. So when we reached home, my mom was dressing those wounds, but she didn't know the bigger wounds were inside of me. I was really bleeding inside. I was bleeding inside of me. There was a lot of bleeding inside of me. She didn't know. She was just covering these physical bruises, physical scars, physical wounds. She was dressing them and doing them good, and yeah. And some few days I was okay, but I was not okay inside. At that time we didn't know about counseling. We didn't know about therapy. We didn't know about, talking to someone or talking to a therapist, talking to a counselor. We didn't know.
Yeah.
So at that time, you just know this is dressing the physical, but where is most wounded is inside of you. And nobody knew. Nobody knew what was going on inside of me. There was so much bleeding. There was so much, I was cut into the white meat. It was deep. So after I got well physically, so now mentally I was not okay. Inside my soul, I was not okay. So what happened? It comes the repercussions, the effects. So
of course,
I said, I'm not going to be good anymore. I don't want to be a good person anymore. So at that early age, at that time, I'm in Form 1, going to finish Form 2. I started smoking cigarettes to find comfort because I was empty inside. I felt defeated inside. I was very empty. Bitterness was just too much inside of me. Anger, rage. It was very bad inside of me. So I started smoking cigarettes. So after smoking cigarettes, I saw cigarettes are not doing anything. I started taking shots, alcohol. At Form 2, I started taking drugs, doing drugs.
At Form 2, you're 16. You're 16.
I'm 16. I'm doing drugs. And no one knows.
Wow.
No one knows. My mom knows that everything is okay, and now she's healed. Where she was bruised, she's healed, but she doesn't know. My mental health is not okay. My heart is bleeding. Everything, my soul is in anger, everything. She doesn't know. So I wallowed into that. I started doing drugs. I started smoking. I started doing every kind of drugs I could take. And it reached where I reached in Form 3 in second term. And that is where I realized, and I just said, no, this thing is going to finish me, because nobody knows what's happening, but I'm exhibiting some behaviors that are not okay, that are not obvious, I'm waking up at the middle of the night at 2, and I'm washing the walls. I'm washing every wall of the house, and someone is saying, hey, this one cannot sleep because now she's washing. Hey, you are doing a good job. Hey, this girl is sick. They don't know. They don't know I'm high at that time. This is what these things are showing me to do. Wake up, start washing, start scrubbing the walls, start doing everything in the house. I'm even there's a time even at I think 3, I started washing my mattress. And that is where now guys are like, are you for real? What are you doing? Because this is how the drugs are showing me to do. So in Form 3, I was like, this thing is going to kill me, and it's not doing me any good. Every time I'm high, I'm feeling good, but when the highness now ends, I come back to reality, and the
You're back
reality
to
is
the,
not good at all. I'm
yeah.
back to reality, and the reality is not good at all. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it when I'm in the reality. I just want to be high all the time. That is when I'm feeling good. And I called myself into a conversation. I love, even now, if things are just too hard for me, what I do, I converse with myself. I call myself into a conversation to reflect. So I called myself into a conversation and I started writing. I love writing. I started writing, and I was writing and and asking myself, answering myself and everything. At the end of the writing, it's like I was feeling now better. I was feeling better. And there's something I want to tell people here, and there's something I want to say, that when you look inside of you, there is a lot of strength. Inside of you, there's a lot of strength. And I looked inside of me and I found a lot of strength inside of me. There was a lot of strength. And I started unlocking the strengths that were in me. And when I started unlocking the strength, now I started healing. I found peace within myself. That is number 1. Find peace within yourself. When you're hurting too much, I want you to have a conversation with yourself, reflect, and now get deep inside of you. Get inside of you. And look, there's a lot of strength inside of you. So when it happens like this, get inside of you and look inside of you. You'll get a lot of strength inside of you. That is what happened to me. So I started unlocking these strengths, and I could feel happiness, joy was coming over, gladness. I was feeling now, I'm happy now. I can do without. I can go 2 days, 3 days without doing this, and I'm feeling now I'm complete, because I used to feel empty inside of me. I used to feel defeated. And now I started feeling like I'm fulfilled. Something is filling me up. And that was joy. That was peace. So I found peace within myself. I'm going to go quickly. The next thing, I found forgiveness. Forgiveness is key. So when you find peace, then forgiveness comes automatically. I was able to let go and let God. So I found forgiveness inside of me. And I was able to forgive. I was able to let go of everyone who put any bitterness in me, or anyone who hurt me, or anyone who inflicted pain in me. I was able to forgive. I was able to let go because of this forgiveness. So forgiveness is key. And let me tell you, who you are watching me right now and you're saying, I cannot forgive. Forgive. Why? Forgiveness is for you, not for the offender. It is for you. Forgive for yourself so that you can move on, because you cannot move on without forgiveness.
That's true.
Never. It cannot happen. So forgive yourself. Forgive those who have offended you, those who have inflicted the pain in you. Forgive, so that you can move to the next level. So the next level is acceptance. accept. Accept this is what happened. Accept this is what happened. Yes, accept. I've written them down. Accept. Accept this is what happened to me. Acceptance is key. When you accept, then you can also move on. You'll be able to move on. Yeah. Yeah. So you will be able to move on if you accept what happened to you. If you accept the pain, the misery, the inflictions that were inflicted to you or on you. Acceptance. So acceptance is key. The next thing, I'm going quickly. The next thing is time. As we all say, time heals. And it's true. Time heals. Time heals. And now I can talk, I can laugh because time has gone. So time has healed. It has healed me. Time. So the next thing is I've written them make the best of the situation. Make the best of that pain. Make the best of that misery that you went through. Right now, I'm making the best out of it. I'm making the best out of it. I'll get views. You know, people will watch me. People will hear this. Some will be edified. Some will learn. You know, so I'm making the best out of what I've gone through. Making the best out of what you have gone through is important. And the last thing, when you are given lemons, make a fresh lemonade out of those lemons. Right? Yeah. So, I will talk about...
Before you go there, I think I'm just trying to like, this is a bit heavy. It's a bit heavy, and I think everybody on the chat has been very quiet because I think they just can't imagine, you know, like somebody can go through this, and you know, it's really one of those things. But I like the 5 points that you just dropped, and I'm going to ask my next questions are based on those 5 points that you just dropped. But before that, I want to just give a special acknowledgement to Lilian Okendo. Lilian Okendo, thank you so much for becoming my member. This is really right.
Yes, so there's something I want to say before we start the Q&A. The effects. There is an effect that was positive, very positive for me. I've talked about the negative effect of wallowing in drugs and smoking and doing all those things. But there is an effect also that was very positive in my life. And this effect, I joined a dancing group where I was feeling very nice when I was dancing. I became a very good dancer. And through dancing, that's where I got my husband.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, that's where I got my husband from. Through dancing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something that was positive. A very positive effect.
Something positive out of it. My first question I'm going to ask you is based on what you said about forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't come easy to most of us. And I know you say that forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. I did learn that lesson from a very young age in my life. That, you know, if I forgive, it was for it to get out of my, you know, my mind. It's for my mental peace. It's for my peace, not for the other person. For all I know, they may be sleeping, farting. They are not even bothered about my life. But forgiveness is for forgiveness is for me. But forgiveness doesn't
Hmm.
come easy to most people. Hey, welcome, Isdad. Nice to see you, Isdad. Forgiveness doesn't come easy for most people. And I don't know, what is your relationship like with your auntie today? Because it's been what? If I was to do a quick mathematics, you're 14, your firstborn is 28 years old, so you're probably in your late 40s. It's been it's
Yeah.
been almost it's
Yeah.
been almost it's been almost like 3 decades. Three
Yeah.
decades since the unfortunate
Hmm.
incident. Is your
Yeah.
auntie still alive today? And if she's still alive, what is your relationship? Because that is going to shape the next question I'm going to ask you. What is and I'm sure everybody's asking themselves that question on the chat. They just don't want to say it aloud. I will do it
Hmm.
for them.
Yeah. So after the incident, my auntie still stayed there, but now we were not. She never used to come home. We never used to go to her place, but we used to meet. So when we meet, she used to be so embarrassed. She couldn't look at us on the face. Either she meets my mom or my siblings or me. She couldn't look at us straight. So after a while, after some few months, she couldn't stay there. She couldn't live there. So she had to vacate. She had to move out. So after moving out, I don't know where she went to, but I believe she's okay. I believe she's
Wow.
alright, she's okay wherever she is. And may God help her.
Why do you still? I'm curious. Why do you still call her auntie? Me, I'll literally be calling her with her first name, and some people I may not even dignify by calling them with their name. I may even. I mean, some of us will be like that witch. I'm sorry. I'm just to be blunt. Why do you still call her auntie up to today?
Yeah, because that is what we used to call her. That is what we used to call her. And imagine we did not change. We did not change. We just continued calling her auntie, even though we were not talking anymore. But we could say that's my auntie's place, or yeah. So she's still my auntie no matter what. She's still my cousin's mother. She's still the relative of my mom. So what do we do? What can we say? How can we change? We didn't even know her name. Yeah. And through even forgiveness, I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any pain anymore. And I can say when you have this scar, you can proudly show this is where I was cut. But where there's a wound, you cannot show. Sometimes you cannot show. You see, because nobody wants to see those wounds, but people can bring themselves to see the scars. You see, so I'm fine. We are fine. We are good.
All right. Kay, Good Vibes Kay is my channel member, and she's on the chat. She says, "God bless you, Alice. Only God knows." And then she says, "Wow, the things that you've gone through have shaped you. I can see they've shaped you. I can see that. I was just listening in disbelief." So she's just like shocked, but then she's just trying to like affirm you there and tell you that it has definitely shaped how you approach things. The other thing you talked about is
Yeah,
the power of. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You want to comment on that? I can leave you to comment and then ask the next question.
yeah. I can comment on that and tell her. And sometimes you just survive, and it's learning and living. You just live, learn, and grow. Yeah. And sometimes I always tell people, you don't, you don't. Sometimes you don't even want to understand what happened to you. Just survive it. Just survive it. Don't want to understand. Don't don't just want to understand what has happened to you. Just survive it. And sometimes there are things that you wish to remember, and there are things that you wish to forget.
Oof.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a bit heavy, so
Hey, today I'm
you'll bear with
speaking
me.
English.
I'm also
Hey.
trying to just assimilate. Yeah. This is a bit heavy, but I guess we are getting, and I'm glad that you're appreciating the conversation. Important because this is not just a one-sided conversation, so you can also share your experiences in case you feel, if you feel like you want to share, and then Alice will be able to give a comment based on it, and then we make the conversation a bit interactive. Dida Safari, Adidas Safari is a man. My channel member says, you have a big heart, Alice, especially in terms of forgiveness. And he says, I remember there's a story you are telling us on your LS of a girl that you helped, and the girl did you bad, but you still went ahead and forgave her. We are learning. We are learning. And you can see how some people are really struggling with forgiveness. And I like how Trina's motivation, Trina is watching you from Canada. Trina's motivation is saying, Goga, she forgave her. That's why like you are like really holding on to it, but her, she forgave her. So you see that her heart.
You see, you just have to forgive. Forgiveness is not for that person that have offended you. Forgiveness is for you so that you can be able to move on. I don't know if you can hear me. I see Goga is frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person, for you, to make you move.
Let me just wait for her to come back. Hey, Service, nice to see you. Service Hot Kitchen, nice to see you. Misha says, Goga, I was wondering the same thing. Official Anne Maura is saying, yes, that is true. Hey, Davidian, Draw Davidian, welcome, Draw Davidian. Nice to see you there. Nice to see you there. Tina Lee, my raid captain, is still here. Juba Bruce up top. Nice to see you, Juba Bruce. Yeah, let me catch up on the chats real quick as I wait for Alice to come back. Tina says, exactly. Forgiveness is for you so that you can move on. Forgiveness is for you so that you can move on. Wanga Lady, welcome. Wanga Lady, welcome. Wanga Lady, welcome. I will be highlighting the questions that you have. Let me wait for her to come back. And then Juba Bruce is saying, hello, blessing to each and everyone in the house. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the wish. Is that Angelique Mani is saying hi to you? Let me confirm that the co-host is okay. This technical problems sometimes happen. There's been an internet problem today in Kenya, but let's hope that she'll be back shortly. Yes, confirm. Oof, that was heavy. That was heavy. She'll be coming back in a bit. Flo and Ted, once again, nice to see you. And guys, if you have not connected to Alice, let's get her to 200. She only needs like what? 18? Only 18 for her to get to 200. So let's go. Let's get her to 200 so that I can, she's coming back. Let's just get, these things happen. Wamuyu Rainbag, nice to see you. I saw you on the other side as well. Wamuyu Rainbag. Service Out Kitchen. Oh my goodness, you are fun. You made me laugh today on your live stream. You made me laugh. Okay, she's back. Let's wait for it to load.
I'm sorry for that. I don't know what happened.
Even mine dropped off, and I'm glad. I'm glad it. Yeah, I also had the same problem. But I think we were at the point where you are talking to Dida. So.
Yeah, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person, not for the offender. Just forgive for you to move on, and to grow, and to survive. Forgive. No matter how hard it is, it's not easy. As for me, I cannot tell you it was 1, 2, 3. No. It took time. It took some years to forgive. It took time to come to this place that I can speak and talk and say this story. without shedding tears.
I
It took
like that.
time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like.
So forgiveness is, it's not easy. Yes, I cannot say it's 1, 2, 3. No, no. Forgiveness is not that easy. Forgiveness is hard, but you have to, so that you can move on, so that you can grow and survive. Yeah.
One of the things that I even learned from my yoga practice, because if I was to talk about my scars, I wouldn't of course talk about my scars as confidently as you are, because me, I think I would say I would say I'm a forgiving person, but it takes time. It really takes time for me to like get to that space of forgiving. But I always say, me, I can forgive you, but I will make sure that I never remember your name, and I will forget probably about it. Which means there's a lot of work that I still have to do personally. But one of the things you talked about was the inner work. A lot of like when it comes to like especially healing. Healing is not linear. Healing, and I like the fact that you're bringing that out. Healing is not like a straight line. There are days you are
Yeah.
here, there are days you are coming down. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yes.
you had to get into drugs and things like that, and it was just like one of those things that was not exactly like a straight line like that.
Yeah. Mm.
And that goes into the power of self-inquiry, because I like that point you said about, you are like, wait, I am going to like this is not working. You called yourself for a meeting, you know,
Yeah.
a
Mm.
conversation with yourself. Alice is
Yeah.
sitting there and Alice is sitting here. Goga is sitting here
Yes.
and Goga is sitting here. Goga talking to
Let's
Goga.
talk.
Like,
Mm.
brother, let's talk. Let's talk. I
Let's
like
talk.
that. Tell us more about it. How do we make ourselves like have conversations with ourselves? When I used to be young, when I used to be in my 20s, I used to talk to myself a lot, and sometimes I used to voice it out loud, and
Yeah.
that sometimes is treated as like you're mad.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like talking to myself out loud, because of
Mm.
I didn't like my 20s, because in my 20s is when I was really processing a lot of grief, a few failed
Yeah.
relationships there, family troubles and things like that. But I liked voicing those things in my head, because it made
Mm.
it so real. It made it so real, and for me, that used to be a very good way of handling conflict within myself.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
how do we how do we talk to ourselves? And I like the way you said it. How do we talk to ourselves?
Yeah. Talking to yourself is very important. And please, if you're here listening to me, just try this. Start talking to yourself. It really helps. So I just I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to talk. I didn't know where to air my views. I didn't know whom to talk to. So I was talking to myself, reflecting on myself. And that is why, and that is how now I got inside of me. And I found that strength, my inner strength. And that's now where the healing started. Conversing with yourself is very important, because sometimes you don't know whom to tell, or where to go. You don't know. Like those days, we never knew if there were counselors. And if there were counselors, then it was very expensive. We couldn't afford, because there were few counselors or therapists. So sometimes you just find healing within yourself. Sometimes through this, because this is what happened to me, and this, worked on me, and it can work on you too. Have that conversation with yourself. What is this that has taken the better part of me? Is it worth it? Write if you can, because I was talking as I was writing and answering myself. You see? And I was asking, is this worth? Is doing this drug worth? Is taking this worth at this particular time, at this particular juncture? What am I supposed to do? I was writing, questioning myself, and answering myself also. And that really worked very well with me. And when I did that, I got into myself, because when you have a conversation with yourself, you will reflect. When you reflect, then you will get inside of you. And that is where now you'll find this inner strength. It's there. Every one of us here, we have that inner strength in us. Yes.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And guys, you can ask any question you have. Isdad, thank you so much. Isdad, I see that. And I see how Trina and Njeri Kimani are also admitting how they talk to themselves.
Yes.
I,
Very
I like how
important.
they say they do have that conversation. They talk to themselves. So Trina is even telling me, Goga, when you see me talking to myself, I'm not mad. I am not mad.
Mm.
Yeah, I am
I
not
look at
mad.
myself so much. Mm.
Yeah. You have another, there's a very beautiful and powerful comment I also liked here from Jerry where she says, forgiveness is taking back your power. Forgiveness is taking responsibility of how you feel. And forgiveness is a trainable skill. It's a trainable
Mm.
skill.
Yeah.
How did you get yourself into that space that you're able to forgive? Because then from forgiveness, then the healing started happening. So how did you train yourself? I mean, if I was to go with this point that she's like, buttressing on the chat.
Yeah. So how I found forgiveness is like this. So when I had that conversation with myself, I was really asking myself, is it worth it to carry this bitterness? Is it worth it to stay in this pain, to wallow in this pain? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I could answer a lot of answers and I could rub them. When I answer, I rub. When I answer, I rub. I used to have a pencil and a rubber. I
Yeah.
rub, I rub. And then I just ask myself again, is it worth? Is it worth to stay with that bitterness? Is it worth to stay with that rage and anger and all this? Are they
Wait, I think I lost Alice. I lost Alice there for a bit. Let me wait for her to get back. Um, yes, journaling is a very powerful tool. Oh, she's back. She's back. She's back. Okay.
I think
Yes.
my
You go.
Wi-Fi is misbehaving right now. I don't know. It doesn't want me to
Uh,
talk again.
we always say the devil is a liar. The devil is a
It's a
liar.
liar.
Wi-Fi, can you
It's a
Wi-Fi
liar.
can you behave? Alice is at State House.
And
She already
so
said she's at State
and
House.
so and so his mother-in-law. They are all liars.
I love that. Anyway, carry on. You're talking about how you used to write down and
Yeah, you
rub.
write, you
Yeah.
rap, you write, you rap, you write. Because I used to ask myself this question every day: is it worth it for me to carry all this burden? Is it worth it? It's not worth it. I could rap, and I was just crying revenge, revenge. Then I asked myself, and revenge, will it bring back? No. So forgive. And I found peace within me. And when you have peace, peace and forgiveness go together. So if you find
Mhm.
peace within yourself, then forgiveness is like peace and forgiveness is five and six. It's like five and six. They go together, hand in hand.
I love that. And thank you so much, Johnny B. Johnny B says he has finished working on dinner. Marlon, nice to see you. How have you been, Marlon? It's been a minute. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. The next thing I'm going to ask you is the power of journaling because, and I like how Jerry brought it up, writing things down. Sometimes I normally have a book where I write things down. I plan my life, I plan what is working, and then I like doing what you call I normally do it quarterly. After every 3 months, I like having a quarterly review of what I've done in a year. It may just not be the commitments I made for the year, but it can also be my personal commitments, be it like my relationship, my work, my different spheres of my life, my money, my those things that I spread them out. My mental
Yes,
health, my
yes.
fitness, my food, my
Mm,
dining.
mm,
I spread it all out, and I have to do a quarterly review of these things.
mm,
One of the things I discovered when you write things down, it makes them so real. And sometimes I found myself also like taking a pencil because I don't want these things to be permanent when you put in a pen with ink.
yeah,
Um,
mm,
and it's normally a very powerful thing, when you have to like erase things. Uh,
mm,
when you're growing up, and you'll agree with me because we've grown up and went through the same education system here in Kenya. When we started school, back in the day, we used to use pencils, like
Yes. Mm.
pencils and everything. And, they normally say that it means when you are young, it was very easy to get away with certain things because you could just
Yes.
erase. But when we
Mm.
when we started like getting into those higher classes and higher grades, they started making us
Mm.
use ink. We could
Yeah.
not make we could not like erase the mistakes we made using ink because it will ruin the book. It can get you into trouble with the teacher and things like that.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I find journaling like a very powerful thing, and especially that's reviewing and having that conversation also while writing it. Where did
Yes.
you get the like? When did you first discover the power of journaling? And do you still journal even today? And how is the experience on writing things down for you?
Oh no, I do write a lot. I do write a lot. I do write a lot. Every day I write. Every day I write.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this thing came from, but I think I was just building in the spirit. You know, when you build in your spirit, because I don't know if people will understand, but let me just use it because this is how I can explain better. When you build it in your spirit, then it manifests in the physical.
Ah,
So
powerful, powerful.
I do build so much in my spirit. I do build a lot in my spirit, and it's very powerful. So when I build in my spirit, I write. And when I write now, I'll come and be reading every day. This is what I want. This is what I want to see. This is, and now it manifests because everything that is built in the spirit manifests in the physical.
Hmm. That's very
Yeah.
powerful. That's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, if you have any question to ask, you can ask, and then I'll be able to like share it with Alice. Alice, the next thing I'm going to ask you is, despite these experiences, you are a mother, you are a grandma now. Congratulations once again on being a grandma. I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll call you I'll call you glamma. You're still glamming. You're still
No,
glamming. I wouldn't imagine you
he,
as
call,
a grandma.
he
Um,
calls me Coco. He calls me Coco.
Coco. Wow. How old is your grandkid?
He's 4 years.
Oh, what? Your grandkid is already 4 years. Wow. Okay.
Going to four,
That's
going
not.
to four, going to four in November.
Jeez, you'll be like a great grandmother before you realize these kids grow up so fast nowadays. Anyway,
And I will live to see them. The
amen to
great,
that.
great.
How did how do you think like your scars even shaped your parenting? For example, I like one thing you said, that were it not for the scars, you would not have met your husband. And
Mm-hmm.
now you're a mother of three, and these kids are all adults. I'm trying to imagine, based on your scars and also raising kids, there's a certain way you approach parenting that may not be exactly, sometimes we tend to mirror our parenting skills based on how we were raised. But some of
Hmm.
us, we come from very traumatic backgrounds. We don't even appreciate how we were raised. Most of us, I think, are slowly realizing that that was abuse, even at that particular level. How do you think your scars have shaped your parenting skills for you to be able to raise three grown adults today?
Hmm. First of all, I just appreciate on how I was raised up. I was raised up in a very humble background, very humble family, and I was raised well, very, very well. I was taken to school and I studied very well.
Nice.
So, uh, coming to parenting my children, uh, I didn't have any strategy. I didn't have any strategy, but the scars cannot and could not deter and define of how I'm going to raise my children or take care of them. As I said earlier, when I look at these scars, I see victory. I see a conqueror. I even open the scars to my children and I tell them, this is what I've gone through. This is how, you know, this is how it went down. These are my scars. You see this one? You see this one? This one is deeper. So this one, they cut me into the white meat, and they've been learning from me. And through that, I've raised them to have that heart of forgiveness, to have that survival. You teach them survival skills and how to grow out of the pain and how to grow out of afflictions. Yeah, that's all I can say. I don't know else how I can explain, but that is how I can say. Yeah.
I like that. The next thing is now based on the title of this the topic we are having, embracing scars and learning from them. And I like the story and the example that you gave because it really shows that particular transition. Why do you think it's important for us to embrace these scars? The way you are saying, my scars are my victory, rather than hide them. Because I like how you are wearing the scars right now as a badge of victory. Why is it important for us, or for me as an individual, to embrace that scar rather than maybe I want to hide it? Maybe I don't want people to see this side of me because they may decide to judge me or look at me in some other type of way. How does embracing it? Why is it important for us to embrace the scars rather than
Yeah. So I can say this: most of us, we only show the stars that we have acquired because we have acquired success. We show the trophies that we have acquired
I
as
like
success.
that.
Yes.
Trophies. I like that.
Yes,
That's powerful.
trophies. Yeah, we show trophies and our success. This is what I've acquired. This is what I've achieved. This is me. And we hide the scars. But as for me, my scars come fast. I show them fast because I believe I cannot have a story without these scars. There's no victory without my scars. So my scars come fast. I'm very proud of them. I will show them to you before I show you my success. Because these ones, they identify my victory. I don't know if you can hear me or
yes,
lost.
I can. Just no, I'm yeah.
These scars identify who I am. They define me. They show my victory. Instead of me coming with my trophies and showing you the success of my trophies and my success and what I have acquired or achieved, I'll come show you my scars. As I'm telling you right now, this is a scar. This is a very deep scar. I was cut into the white meat. And you know what it is to be cut into the white meat. The scar is just too deep. The scar is big. You see, but I'm very proud giving you my story about this scar. And I have a lot of them. And I'm very proud when I come to you and tell you I have a lot of scars within me. And when I come to you and tell you that, don't give me hugs, don't empathize with me, don't sympathize with me. Yeah.
I like that. And my father agrees with me as much. Fik, very nice to see you. Says, yes, we can hear you loud and clear, showing the end product minus the process. We are very good at showing trophies. And sometimes the trophies can downplay the process. And I totally like what Fik Obari is saying there on Facebook. Like sometimes the trophies can downplay the process and even the scars. Why do you think it's important as much as we are succeeding? Because sometimes we are prospering in life, we are ticking those boxes, you're getting that perfect job, you have the perfect husband or a wife, the kids are all grown up, they are going to the best universities, life is good. But sometimes if somebody was to ask you like the story behind that life is good, we don't like talking about it. Why do you think we should showcase more of the scars, especially on your journey to personal growth and healing? Why is it important to showcase the scars? Because people love trophies because they're shiny, and people don't get to see what it took to get that trophy.
Yeah, people love the gold medals, the silver medals. They love to show that, to showcase that, but they don't love showing the scars. Like I can say, I have a story also of what happened to me before I got this success, because God blessed me at the end. So I've gone through a lot, you see, and I'm proud telling people that I've gone through this. You know, when you tell people that you have gone through this, you edify someone, you edify people, you encourage, you know, it's encouraging, you know. You tell someone, I've gone through this. So even what you're going through is nothing. So I've gone through this and I have conquered. Whatever that you're going through, even this situation, you're going to conquer it. So you edify, you encourage. Oh no.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, you edify, you encourage. Yeah.
And that was actually going to be my question, to be my next question, where, you know, what advice would you give somebody, especially who is struggling to come to terms with their scars? And I like that aspect of when you share your scars, when you share these stories, you edify, you encourage people to at least embrace these scars that they've gone through. The next thing I was going to ask is based on our social and you know, the cultural upbringing, and you talked about it earlier, therapy. Black people, and I don't know that this is black people just in Kenya or just across the world. Black people, I don't know, black people are kind of wired not to believe in therapy. You're like, hey, we don't have those kind of problems. Those sound like white people problems, you know. And it's, you and I would agree, even with our education, with our upbringing, there's still some stigma in case you say you're going to see a therapist. Like, they still, you are looked at some type of way, you know. It even in the workplace, I get a very, my company has this nice package, like for seeing a therapist or something like that. And, you know, I don't even need to like worry about seeing a therapist in terms of the price, because the insurance will cover it. But HR still, the guy at HR still looks at me that type of way, that, oh, you know, I need to go see my therapist. They still look at me funny, like, funny, what's wrong with you? You know, there's a way they judge me because, you know, based on that. So, I mean, how do we get, you talked about a paradigm shift. And one of the things I always say, that the paradigm shift has to be very holistic in such a way that the entire society also has to have a shift in how they look at things. When we talk about scars here, we are talking about emotional scars. Some of our relatives are just looking at us and just like, what are these people talking about? You know, like, there's a way they think you are wired to be hard. You're wired to be like, no, this is how we solve problems. You don't like start crying over emotional scars or emotional traumas or things like that. How do we get the society to have that mind shift and understand that trauma is a reality that most of us are dealing with? You know, sometimes some of us may need to go and see a shrink for it. Sometimes most of us may need to go and dance it away, and it's okay. For some of us, we may need to be journaling. For some of us, we may need to go to church and seek a spiritual help for it. How do we get the society to be more in tune with this reality, especially in the world we live in, where mental health is a very big deal?
Yeah. So in Africa as a general, mental health is very, very outshadowed, and we have not embraced this therapist thing and counseling thing. We have not embraced. We're still in ignorance. I think that is not for us. That is not for us. We are not meant for that. You know,
Yes.
We are so ignorant, and that is why we are perishing with this mental health issue. Because as you see, like, I was only 14 years old. I needed this therapist. I needed this counseling. But you see, like, my mom was not in that whatever frame of mind to know that they have tampered with my mental health. They have tampered with my everything, you know. She just looked at the whatever that they on my skin, and my skin was, I was not feeling pain anymore. The pain was inside. The pain from my skin transferred into my inside, you see. So even how right now I see and look, and I was like, I was lucky to survive this. I was so lucky to survive this because I survived it. You see, without therapist, without counseling, You see, so I
Mm.
think we should just embrace counseling. We should just embrace that a therapist. We should just embrace go to a counselor all the time. Yeah, to get our minds be checked up because we are suffering from mental health. If you see, people are sick. Sometimes you meet with someone, the way they are talking, the way they are behaving, you just see
Mm.
there's something very queer here. This guy is sick. You see, they need to have that mental, but they escape and they say, no, this is not for me. The narrative that we have and the notion that we have is that this therapist and this counseling, they are meant for those ones who are
Rich.
crazy, who are mad, who are mad,
And
by the
crazy.
way. Me, I'm not
Yeah,
mad,
and
I'm not
mad. And
crazy,
mad, by the way.
I'm not I'm not picking up papers from the streets. So why should I go to a counselor? Why should I go to see a therapist? And that is where we go wrong. Because now, like my mom, she never knew about it. Even me, I never knew about it. I was young. So I came to learn later that I could have seen a therapist. But by then, therapists were very expensive. I could not afford, my mom could not afford. So I think just God came through because sometimes God sees, He sees our hearts, He sees everything, and He comes and heals us. But we should not just take that and say God is going to do that. But we should
Yeah.
see therapists, we should see counselors. We should check into those centers, you know, and that is how now you embrace and you come to embrace these scars because many of us are putting the scars into the very far. They don't want to open up. They don't want to, they are just hiding. I'm just hiding. I'm not going to say anything. I'm hiding. How can you go and talk about us? Even today, someone was telling me, I was telling her, I'll be somewhere. I was talking about how can you just go and put your life out there? I told
Yeah.
her, you know what? But no, me, I know I'm healed. This is just scars. And when I show people where I'm coming from, someone might be wounded right now. It starts with a wound, and it cannot become a scar if it's not healed. So
Absolutely.
it has to be healed to become a scar. How is this person going to be healed if he's not going to listen to AJ New Dimension talking about her scars? My scars, my victory. You see?
I
Yeah.
love that. And guys, please keep connecting to and keep doing it nicely. You can watch the live stream from Alice's side. It normally sticks when you watch there for a while. So I want you to go watch the live stream from there and stay there. Stay there, keep watching the live stream. We only need 10. We only need 10 to get to the magic number. Only 10 left. The next thing I
Wow.
was going to the next thing I was going to ask you, Alice, normally when you share your stories, when you share your stories and your experiences on your be it on your platform or even in your real life, what are the common themes or reactions from people when you share your experience? What are, like, how do people react? Because that is going to inform what I'm going to ask next.
Okay, people react positively, I can say.
Hmm.
Yeah, they like what I share, and they react very positively. That's what I can say.
Hmm. All right. Is there like
Yeah.
something? Is there like a responsibility you feel the society needs to have in terms of changing mindsets, especially when we are talking about scars? Do you think the society has a responsibility? And if yes, what is that responsibility that you would actually place on the society when it comes to being more
Yes,
accepting of our scars?
yes, I do believe that people should embrace the scars. And embracing the scars are signs, as I can say, and I have said enough times here. Scars are signs of victory. Scars are not there to embarrass you. Scars are not scars of shame. They are scars of victory. You have gone through this and you have
Overcome.
jumped over it, overcome it. So don't hide. Don't be afraid of showing your scars. Just come out, talk about it. Unless you have not healed, But what I believe is a scar. If there is a scar, it is healed.
I
If you're
love that.
watching us right now and you're having that wound, you know that I have a wound. I'm just take those those six nuggets that I've said here. Forgiveness, those everything. Just take them. Finding peace within yourself, making lemonades out of lemons. Just embrace, accept. Yeah, and then it will become a scar because you cannot show a wound. A wound is not pleasant to show, but a scar, at least you can show someone this is a scar. I
Mm.
got this scar from, I got this scar from. Stop hiding those scars. Those scars can edify someone. Those scars can encourage that someone. Those scars can bring a shift in someone's life. It can lift someone who is downcasted. The
Mm.
scars. And that's why I'm embracing the scars. And I'm here to tell you, embrace those scars. Start taking those scars as success. Start taking those scars as those trophies. Start taking those scars as success and victory. Yeah.
I love I love I can listen to Alice the whole day. When she starts speaking, you don't even want to like interrupt her because she's very passionate, and then I like how she articulates the issue and the point, and it sinks home very well. It sinks home very well. And I'm almost just getting towards the tail end of my conversation with you. I know I was to keep you up for 1.5 hours, and I know it's already 2 hours, but I'm also giving people an assignment because they need to get you to 200, and we have 8 more to go. Um, you started a YouTube channel, and one of the conversations that I like seeing on your YouTube channel is these real conversations that you're having. And this can also, now thinking about it after listening to you for the last 2 hours, this is also a very good way of sensitizing the society to embrace cars.
Mm,
It's also a very
mm,
good space on trying to take the conversation further. Was this the original
mm.
intention of AJ New Dimensions when you started your channel? And if yes, how do you see yourself, continuing this conversation in a space such as AJ New Dimensions?
Yeah. So when I started AJ New Dimensions, I just started. And I just started because this is a platform where you get audience
Mm.
and a good number of audience. And when I started it, I didn't have any strategy. I just started speaking about Nairobi because this is what I know. All my life, I've lived in Nairobi. I was born here, raised here, everything here, married, giving birth, my children, I've raised them, everything. I've even buried my parents here in Nairobi. So I know any other place than Nairobi. So I started with Nairobi, telling people the better days of Nairobi because I was privileged to be there when Nairobi was Nairobi, when we had good transport, when we had good healthcare, when we had good schools. So I just started like that. But this is a place in AJ New Dimensions. I tell people I have no limits. Only the sky is blue. That's what I know. The sky is blue. So there's no limit. And we can talk anything as long as it's encouraging, as long as it's edifying. So we can speak. So that's a platform that at least I got where I can speak my mind, where I can talk things like I'm talking right now. And I'm going to continue talking about it, you see, because it's a very wide topic, you see.
It is wide. It is
So,
wide. I
yeah,
don't think you'll ever run out of content for sure.
I can never run out of talk because I'm not limited to one thing, like this is what I'm going to be doing. No. Today I'm in church, tomorrow I'm in Nairobi, the other day I'm in my wedding day, how it went down. The other day I'm embracing my scars. The other day I'm talking about, yeah. So that's how and what we are doing at AJ New Dimensions.
I love it, and that name is very powerful. By the way, I don't know
It is.
what inspired it, but it's a very powerful name for a channel. And
Mm,
it was nice when I saw your banner, and I like how you've worked. You're a growing channel, guys. AJ New Dimensions is on the road to 200. I think she's going to be at 200. I met AJ New Dimensions when she was, I think, at 100. It was like at 100 and something. Probably she was just
No,
she had just gotten to 100. She had just
no,
gotten
you
to.
met me at 50. You met me at 50.
I met you at 50.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I met her at 50. I met her at 50 subscribers. Can you imagine? She's even correcting me because I think I remember when I went to her live stream, she was at 105 or something. So she must have done some
No.
work or fishing. Now, if I met AJ New Dimensions at 50 subscribers, now
In
she's on the
fact, I
road
think I was at 30, not even 50. I was at 30 something, 38 then.
38. Now you're
I remember.
Now you're almost at 200. Can you imagine? And I've never forgotten.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
My goal is to go further than any YouTuber that has been there.
Hey.
I believe.
Amen to that. Amen to that. You're talking. You know, there are two YouTubers on the live stream right now who are all having silver buttons, right? Two of them are watching you right now, and I think even Queer has given you, even one of them has given you like their ninja channel in addition to their main house. So that's a very powerful. That's a very powerful dream. Yeah, that's a very powerful dream. The thing I was going to ask you now about the channel, and that's why I like how you've done the guys. She's not yet at 200 subscribers. She already has a logo for her channel. Look at her banner. You know, like some of you guys, I need to show you people's channels because some of you are normally just lazy on these YT streets. This one, her channel is still growing and she's already figured some of these things out. You know, I'm always making noise for people over these things, Alice. You already have a banner. You already have a logo that is really well thought out. Vision. And everything. Yeah. Vision. I like it. Vision. So I'm like, some people here, I keep screaming here, guys, can you get a logo? Guys, can you do this? They're just looking at me. Goga, can you give us receipts? I'm like,
they should see me.
They should come and, guys, can you go to that chat? Let me open. I'm waiting for it to load. Right? Hey, wait. Before even Alice doesn't know what I'm even screaming at. Let me share the screen. This is her channel. Look at that channel. Let me expand it because some of you here, seeing is believing. She's walking she's walking the talk. Look at that banner. This banner, when you expand it, it looks very nice when it's expanded. It's because now I'm sharing now. Look at that logo. Look at that logo.
This one will hit 20 million.
Or even more.
And even more. It will go to billion.
And Alice, if you have not realized, congratulations on 200 subscribers.
Wow! Yay! Thank you very much, everyone. I love you so much. Thank you. Hey! Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Goga's glasses. Who is Goga's glasses? I see Goga's glasses on your channel.
Hey!
Even Goga's glasses was just in the bush. I can't figure out who Goga's glasses is, but the Goga's glasses say that the day I discover who they are, they promise me like some very serious amount of money. They promise me like a lot of money if I ever decode who they are. And I'm still struggling. My theories have all failed. So it has to be somebody. I'll figure it out. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations.
Wow. And thank you so much.
Guys, we need extras. This lady just manifested that this channel is going to be at, she said this channel is going to be at 20 million subscribers and more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe it can happen. It is possible. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you.
You know now when you say you only need 20 million subscribers, you know now you only need 19 million 800.
Exactly. Thank you.
19 million.
We're on the road to 20 million.
No, sorry, 18.18 million. Guys, sorry, I didn't really like mathematics in school, but you figure it out. It's like
Even
it's
they
there.
don't know.
It's just there. It's just there. Anyway,
18
so
million
guys,
800.
yeah, guys, keep yeah, 19,800,000, 19,800,000. So keep giving her extras. I don't want that number to drop tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to wake up and I want that number intact. So make sure you are doing it nicely. Go watch that
Yeah,
live stream. Stay on that live stream. Stay on that live stream for a minimum of 15 minutes so that it
yeah.
sticks. Stay on that live stream
Mm.
for a minute. The live stream is happening
Please,
also on her channel. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there.
please.
Uh,
Yeah.
stay there so that it
So
sticks.
that I don't lose this.
Yeah, the road to 20 million is happening. Hey, Rebecca Mle Prince, nice to
Because
see you, my amazing channel members there. Is here. Thank you so much, Rebecca Mle Prince.
it's happening.
I'm kind of done with my questions, but the only thing that is remaining now is the only thing I wanted to ask now is this platform that we are on. Do you think we get scars from being on platforms such as YouTube or social media, or we are living in a
Mm.
very interesting world at the moment where
Yeah.
the fear of fitting in is a big deal, and platforms like this keep on propagating that narrative. So in your
Yes.
opinion, do you think that we get scars from this particular
Yeah.
platform?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I can talk as a young YouTuber, as a
Yeah.
small YouTuber who is coming up. I can talk and say, us who are coming up as young and new YouTubers, we have very little people subscription. And sometimes you enter into a live stream that there are many people, and these guys, they have a lot of subscribers and all that. And sometimes you just say hello to someone and people don't say hello back, and you feel it, and you're like, it's just because I have this small subscription, or what's going on. You feel it, and we have been feeling it, and and even small YouTubers who are here can attest to this. And we are like looked down upon. Someone is like, I can't go to her live stream. She only have two people for what? You know? Yeah, I urge you, please, if God has blessed you and you are up there, just please just support us and just come to our live streams and just stay there, listen to us, give us support, fully support. And please don't victimize us, don't define us with whatever that we have the subscription. Do not define us, because those subscription, they don't define who we are. We are just here as YouTubers. We just started as you started. All of us started somewhere. Like me, I started as zero. I could see one, I could see two, three, four. I was counting and I was saying, yeah. I remember when I reached 5 and I was clapping, I was dancing in the house, and my daughter was like, "Hey, mommy, what are not?" I was like, "Hey, in this is
Those five,
this.
those five people.
Hey, five, how? Hey, I reached 20. Everybody, I was calling everybody. Hey, do you know I'm in YouTube now? And I know, guess what? I have 20. I called my son who is out of the country, and I told, you know what? Hey, check it out. My YouTube is so right. 20. We are happy. Like now, I have 200. I don't even know where I'll sleep. Right now, I'm sitting on top of this world. I don't even know where I'll sleep. 200 subscription. Hey, this is marvelous. This is
AJ is
marvelous
funny.
in my sight.
I know Dida. AJ is just crazy. AJ is funny, and I like
Dida is
that
laughing.
because and I hope my channel as in no way ever made you feel like neglected, because sometimes we have to take responsibility as content creators who at least are blessed and are growing. And there are two YouTubers on this live stream, and I like using them as an example. they are all at 100,000 subscribers, and they still have the grace to like stay on this live stream. I'm not at 100,000 subscribers. I'm like, I need like 96,000 to get where they are, but they still here.
That
They
is
just
support.
chill, and they stay until the end of the
That
live
is
stream
support.
because, yeah,
Yeah.
they could be
And
doing other things. They are busy YouTubers. They're busy YouTubers. They should be doing what big YouTubers are doing, but they're here like hanging out and supporting and everything.
that is
And
support. As we come to your live, come also to our lives. Come there. I stopped doing lives. I stopped doing lives because it's so frustrating. Nobody, there's no one. You talk there like I'm doing a video. So I was like, it's better I just sit down, do a video, post it.
yeah,
Instead of me sitting there talking, it's just the same thing. So me, I'm urging every YouTuber you're here, you have done it, you have come to our lives. As small YouTubers, come there, keep us company, give us that support. We appreciate. And so far, I do appreciate. In every life that I go, they shout out at me. They are happy to see me there, and everyone is, hey Jay, new dimensions. I remember there's somewhere I went very early in the morning. Hey, that lady danced for me. I was so happy, and I was like, hey, I belong. And I was so happy.
I like
I
that.
said, hey, this one I belong. And she made me so happy. And that girl is none than Stacy Pinky. You made my day. You made me go on. You made me go on. You danced for me. You were there. It was like a ceremony. You have entered AJ New Dimensions. I don't know what. At that time, I'm at 120, 124. Helen Okoya, thank you so much. This girl has really pushed me. I entered into her life, and she's like, no, AJ New Dimension, we have to. And Jerry Kimani, we go there, and she's there, giving you support. AJ, welcome to my house. I don't know what. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Dida Safari, he comes to my lives. He's there. I do appreciate so much. But please, if you're here, you don't go to these small YouTubers, please just pay a visit to us. We have contents. You can come there, and we can give you some 2 or 3, and you can be edified. You can be encouraged. Yeah.
One thing I always say, and that's always been my policy for a very long time. Today you say I met you at 30. You remember? Like today you may be at 30, but today you're not at 30, you're at 200. Tomorrow you may be at 100,000 subscribers. Kuya who is watching me right now, Kuya baby here. Kuya baby and I met when he was at 2,000 subscribers. If I decided to ignore him, now he's at 100,000 subscribers. He gave me an interview. If I decide to ignore and say, oh, you small YouTuber, this one is not going to help me and everything, where would he? I mean, the situation may not be the same. Ali AJ New Dimensions may be at 100,000 subscribers tomorrow. Just like that.
Exactly.
Instantly.
Tomorrow will definitely come. Tomorrow will definitely come. Whether you're here or not, you're not here, tomorrow will definitely come. And tomorrow, we don't know about tomorrow. So tomorrow I can wake up at 100,000 subscription. I'm having that silver button on me here.
Absolutely. You're even creating space for it. Absolutely.
I'm creating space.
Yeah, absolutely. So I totally agree with this, and I like how you say that the community that you foster can also help people and their scars. And I like that because one of the things I really thrive on as a content creator is making sure that you feel very welcome in this community. You feel very warm in this community. If I can't be able to do certain things, the good thing, I'm blessed. I know I have a very supportive community that can get things done. If I request nicely for it to be done, they always come through, and I'm so honored that that they're able to do that. And I like how people are saying, Goga, I knew you when I was at 50. Yeah, now look at you. You are at 1,000 subscribers. You are like putting people on a raid floor and dead. See your life.
I was 38 and sitting on top of the world. I was 38 and I was sitting on.
AJ is now a co-host at the Sunday service.
Imagine, I'm in State House, the president's home. Hey, look at me now. Hey, I'm in State
Guys,
House.
did you hear? Guys, did you hear? Able say it aloud. Say it loud again for them. They didn't hear.
I'm in State House. I'm in State House. AJ, I came with 170 watts.
Oh
I'm in
my
State
goodness,
House. You cannot go to State House and come back empty-handed. You see, this is State House for you now.
But you know one
You
thing
cannot
that made
visit the
me.
president. You cannot visit
You know
the
what?
president and you come out just like that. You visit the president and you come out with goodies. You see, now the channel is growing. And I thank you, everyone who have supported me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you and I do love you so much.
And I
I
wanted to
promise
just
you, I
say.
give you content.
I wanted to just say something about not giving up, even if, and I remember there are days I used to do a live stream and I just used to have one person, two people. And one of the things that I learned from one of my mentors on YouTube, and I've never forgotten it up to date, they said, Goga, even if it is one person showed up for you. One. And he said, if nobody shows up for the live stream at all, a live stream is a live stream is a future video. The moment we click end, it is no longer a live stream. It is a video. It becomes a video at that particular point that somebody will come and rewatch. The person, even if it's one person who comes and rewatches that live stream and gives you a like, that right there is your tribe. I have never forgotten that. I have never forgotten that advice until today. So anytime, even if it's one person, that is somebody who has created their time. They could have been doing other things, but they came to hang out with you. You don't take it for granted. That person is not a channel. That person is a human being. That person is a human being. And I always say, may God give me the grace to remember that, even on this road to 100,000 subscribers. Because many fall along the way because the numbers get in their heads. The numbers get in their heads, and we fall along the way. We start like disrespecting people because we think we are better than them, yet we are the same. I mean, AJ, you are an example here. AJ, how did I discover your content? It was, I think I was the only one on your live stream, right? And I was laughing there like a crazy.
You are in the bush. In fact,
I was in the bush. You didn't even know I was there. I was laughing, guys. It got to a point I was laughing like crazy. I said, let me share this lady out because I can't be laughing alone. She was just there. And you know one thing that made me respect you that day, and I even came and gave you a shout out the following week, because when you came on the live stream, I like how you are, you are just your natural self. There was like no one, I think there was no one there. And then you kept wondering, who is this one person watching me right now? Thank you for the like. You didn't know it was me.
But and I told you, please write a comment there so that we can continue.
And you kept going and telling your story regardless.
Regardless.
I loved that, and that you earned my respect that day just because of that. And it was my first time to actually come to your live stream. It was my first time to have ever come to your live stream.
That's what we do as young YouTubers. We enter, we don't wait. We just enter and we do like we are doing a video. We can continue with our stories.
And that's the beautiful part of it. And that story is how I was like, this lady needs to come to the Sunday service because she has a story to tell. She has a story to tell. It's and it was really, and thank you so much for sharing that story, because had you not made me laugh like crazy, had you just been one of those, because I visit a lot of channels, to be honest. I visit a lot of channels. Some places you go, you can never even type because you are embarrassed. Some places you go, you are like, no, this is not the space for me. It's too negative. I'm out. Some places you go, somebody's been insulted, and you're like, why are you insulting other people? You don't even know them. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, I go to different houses on a typical day. But so thank you so much for making me laugh, and you making me laugh got us here today. And I'm so honored that you got to be here at the Sunday service.
Thank you.
Yeah. So and I like how people are laughing on the chat and everything. Guys, if you don't have any question, please feel free to ask me. I'm done with my questions. I'm
if you have any questions, just ask me. Ask me any question. If you're there,
Ask any
ask me
ask
any
any
question.
question that you may have when it comes to scars or
Any
anything that
question
you want to add.
or anything, yeah.
Um, yeah. So that's I like what King Dida says. I reached my 1K milestone here and it was amazing. You are right, AJ. You can't visit the president and come out.
You can never visit the president and just live like that empty-handed. How now? How? You have to live with goodies, man.
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
that's funny.
full
That's
of
funny. That's
package.
funny.
I'm living
That's
here
funny.
with yes. And I thank everyone. I thank everyone for coming through. I don't appreciate. It's true. I mean, I'm at the president. I'm at State House. Yeah. You see the way
Let me
today I was composed. I'm even speaking English. I've never, I've never spoke English for 2 hours. How now? I'm even wondering, is it AJ? Who is this speaking English now? Ah, this is
guys,
English. So English can flow like this. Hey, vocabulary can come out.
this
Hey, I'm
man is
going to
crazy.
unlock myself.
Guys, let me tell you that let me confess what happened. The first time I called AJ, AJ was very excited. And then she started, then she talked, she was speaking, then she's like, oh my god, Goga, coming to your life means I have to speak English, right? I don't know.
Yes.
It just occurred to us somewhere in the middle of the conversation that she has to speak English. Then she started worrying. It's like, oh my god, now what will I do? Now what will I do? Goga,
How
what
will
if
I
I
make
speak?
it?
How will I make it? And then she started panicking, and I'm like, no, don't worry. The only reason you have to speak English is because I have a very global audience, and they need to understand what you're saying. Because you can actually speak Swahili, but then only the Kenyans will understand what you're saying, and they're not as many. So, but I'm glad.
I even told you you can translate.
But you did well. You have been using very serious vocabulary there about edify.
I'm still today.
I'm like,
I'm in state. Let me tell you, I think I'll be visiting State House regular because oftenly because I can. Hey, this one, my mother should wake up and see. In fact, I think she's happy wherever she is. Hey, I schooled this one. At least she can speak. Now she can speak English. 2 hours. How? In pure English. Pure. I've not said Nini, Nani. Have you heard me say Nini or Nani?
oh my goodness. That's how you know the guest needs to be. Guys, that's how you know the guest.
It's not.
Guys, that's how you know the guest needs to be chased out. She's gotten too comfortable in State House. She's gotten too comfortable.
The serious business have ended. The serious business have ended. At least we can chit chat now. We can catch up.
Oh my goodness. The other thing I was going to ask you, and this I'm just curious. It really has nothing because these guys are not asking questions. So I might as well just then Dida is like saying, "This is how funny AJ's life seems." Very yeah. You are not shouting today.
Today I'm not shouting. I was in my life and I was shouting. Someone came and told me, "Hey, why are you shouting here?" Dida was there and I was like, "Oh my God, how can I do this without shouting?" Because as we are used to shouting, talking, and I was trying to be calm and I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. Hey, today I'm not shouting. Dida, hey, Dida, my friend, my brother, I'm not shouting. I'm in State House. Hey.
Let me ask you.
Collected,
Let me ask.
calm and collected.
Let me ask you another question. Your husband. You said you met your husband through when you got into dancing. The thing I was going to ask about your husband is there like a role, like let's say your partner, for lack of a better word, it could be your husband, it could be your wife. Is there like a role they play in terms of like the scars? Because sometimes you met your husband through when you embrace dancing, which was your way of getting away from from whatever you went through. So what kind of support has he been, especially on your journey towards healing as your partner?
As my partner, most of the time, most of the time we don't talk about the scars and what we've gone through, but sometimes when we talk, uh, I don't know what I can say, but he's been a pillar to my life, even though we don't talk, but seeing him there and sometimes looking at those scars, you just feel comfortable, you know. And
Mm.
I can't say that we have ever sat down and speak a lot of things and what I've gone through, because some things, as I said here, I cannot just tell anyone.
Of
Some
course.
things I'll just go with them wherever I'm going, and but there are some things that we talk and you feel that comfort, you feel that protection, that there's someone, you know, there's someone behind you, there's someone who can catch you, you know, and there's someone who is holding down for you. So, yeah, I think that is what I can say. I
I
don't
was
want
also
to.
very, yeah, I know. I was also very curious about you say that you buried your parents here in Nairobi, and that's a very, and I know you, the last time I met you, the first time I met you, actually, you are talking about your mom before we transitioned into, and how you had to bury your mom
Mm,
in
mm,
this particular space in Nairobi.
mm,
Somebody
mm,
somebody may be very curious because culturally we don't bury our people in the city. So
mm,
I'm very curious about why that decision was made. Would it be part of also like maybe the family scars that we have to deal with?
mm. Yeah. So that apparently that brought a lot of questions and also pain to us, because my father died first. In fact, my father died in 2011, and now my mom followed in 2012.
Oh, sorry.
So my dad, yeah, so my dad was sick, very very sick. He had prostate cancer, and he was sick for quite some time, for quite a while, 2 years, 3 years. And during his sickness, he used to say, "If I go, then you guys just bury me at Langata. Bury me at Langata. I don't want to be buried anywhere else. Bury
Mm.
me at Langata." It's not that maybe you don't have land, but maybe you have little land. And he could say, "I don't want to be buried in any land. Just bury me somewhere that is neutral. Bury me in Langata," because my dad was the only child of his parents, and he didn't have any relative. He didn't have any relative. I don't know of any of his relative. I've never met my uncle from his side. I've never met anyone from his side. He was just alone like that.
Mm.
He used to call us his sisters and his brothers. So he said, "As for me, if I'll get, I leave this earth, just bury me at Langata." So that is where we buried him. And people talked. People
I
talked
can
as usual.
imagine. Yeah.
People talked as usual. "Why are you burying? Why are you throwing?" I don't know the words that they use, very harsh words. And I remember asking someone, "Really? We are throwing? What do you mean by throwing? Because I don't understand. This is just a body. Even if I bury them in the village, there's no day they will wake up, or there's no a time frame that when they are buried in the village, they are going to wake up. And those ones
Mm.
who are buried in Langota, they will never wake up. And what I know is that a soil does not reject anybody. A body does not choose where to be buried. A body does not choose any soil. So this is what he wanted, and we have done what he wanted. So we buried him there. So as we had finished burying him like this, my mom was there at the burial. She just stood to the next and she said, "This is mine." And we're like, "What? What are you talking about? This is yours?" Stop, stop, stop. And she said, "Yeah, this is mine. Next year I'll be here." Ah, and we're like, "What? What are you saying? What are you saying?" And true to her words, the next year she was there, next, where she stood. So when we were burying our mom, that is now where this burying Langata escalated. Even the family members, because my mom had the sisters, and and her people. And they were like, no, our sister, they can't bury her. Well, we said, no, this is what she wanted. She wanted to be buried here. This is where the spot.
Yeah.
In fact, she's the one who chose this spot where she's buried. This is where it was not a good. It was not. I don't know what to say, but it was not. It was not good at all. So we could hear people talking a lot of rubbish. We could hear people talking about
I know.
barring and throwing. I don't know, throwing. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I think Langata is the best place. Langata is the best place. For
And
me,
it,
I've experienced, and I feel like Langata is the best place because
and
even when we
it
were
was their
burying my
wishes.
mom,
Yeah.
even when
And
we
it
were
was their
burying my
wishes.
mom,
Yeah.
and it was their wish. So you cannot refuse to do what they wished to be done at their last whatever days here on earth. So even as we were burying my mom, there were 3 corpses that were dug out exhumed in Kino. They were selling that land, so they couldn't sell a land with graves. So they exhumed the bodies and they brought them in Langata. So why that hassle? So we were okay, we were fine. But that brought pain in us because people talked about a lot of things. Even the families, even like when we were burying my mom, people talked a lot of not good things, bad things about us. We have thrown their sister. I don't know, we have thrown, I don't know who, Yeah, but we are contented. We are fine. We are good. We go there. At least there is somewhere that you can go anytime, any day that you feel like. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. Any other question? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me,
Oh,
Goga?
sorry. I was muted. I was saying thank you so much for giving us that answer. I know it was a very sensitive question, but I really appreciate you answering that because it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy question, and I just thought I should just ask that. You have another question, but it's from David Hunt. David Hunt is one person. David Hunt, we choose when to take him seriously, and I think you know him
David
already.
Hunt. David Hunt, you told me you're going to play for me that song. I'm going to play for myself.
Yeah. So
Next door to Alice. But I came to your house and I was like, I think I chose the wrong song.
So there's David Hunt's question. So David Hunt is saying there was somebody on the live stream earlier called Okra Water. What is your stance on okra? Has it affected? No, forget about David Hunt is always okay. What is your position on okra? That is the. I'll leave it at that.
Okra is a no-go zone for me. I've said that.
Wait, what? Wait.
It's a no-go
Sorry.
zone. It's a no-go zone. Okra, no.
Ebu, say it loud. Ebu, say it loud. This is how you chase you out of this live stream. What did you say about okra?
I can't stand okra. Okra is a no-go zone for me.
Thank you so much. This was nice. It was nice hosting you. You have been released. This is the first guest ever to denounce okra on my live stream. I am shocked.
My hands are up. If you want to chase me, but okra, no.
David, how can David Hunt how can David Hunt win? Because this is always a bet we have with him on any guest who comes at the Sunday service. We have to ask
David is an okra person.
No, David is an anti-okra crusader. That's why he
yes,
asked that question.
Anti-okra. David won't say anti-okra. Okra no goes on.
Jesus Christ. I've never found anybody who has denounced okra before. I couldn't. I had to Did I hear correctly? Njeri Kimani, what did you hear? Did he say that
I'm saying no with my hands? I'm saying no with my hands, with my eyes, with my teeth, everything. No.
Guys, this is the time we need to chase this lady out. First of all, she has overstayed her visit. There's no, I don't think there's any question anybody is asking on the chat. It is time to chase you out. How can this one start talking badly about okra? This is how This is how we like. This is how we discharge her. She has finished her duty. I don't think she has any business here. Jerry Kimani, this woman just denounced Okra in public, in State House.
Jerry Kimani is still there.
The audacity.
Jerry Kimani, I look for an alternative. Okay.
What scars did Okra leave you with? What now in the spirit of scars? What scars did Okra like?
That's slimy thing.
Those are part of scars. Why are you so like against Okra?
It's a very big scar for me. Okra, no. If you want to kill me quick. Give me okra.
Oh my God.
Kill me. I can't stand it. I can't drink. I can't take. I can't see it. I don't even have any business with it. Even if I find it being sold or even being given at somebody.
Okay, we had you the first time. We had you the first time. You don't need to like explain. We had you the first time. We had you the first time.
You have told me I explained the scar.
You and David you and David Ant can go and in your corner and bash Okra all you want, but I'm not going to allow anti-Okra crusaders on my platform. That story has ended. Me, I don't even know what you're talking about.
If Okra is going to make me be chased here, but let me hold my peace. I hold my peace.
Hold your peace. Yeah, you and David Ant, you can go. You and David Ant, you can go discuss you can go discuss those Okra things.
David, I'll come to your house. We discuss about this thing. We are not even going to mention it here. We are going to call it this thing. All right? This scars, this mark. It's a very big mark.
I can't believe like David finally got. Like nobody has ever agreed with David. So today David is not going to sleep.
Hey, David. David, you are found. You have found someone who is anti this thing, because if I name it here, I'm going to be chased out of, and I want to stay. This State House thing is getting into my head now.
David says, I will sing you.
Yes, David, sing for me. Yeah.
Anyway,
that thing. That thing.
Hey, wait, yes. You'll get me into copyright problems. Keep with your nice voice. Anyway, guys, a good story is good until another one is told. This is we need to wrap up this show now. It's almost 3 hours. We are going to get into the final aspects of the conversation, where I want you to just promote your channel. And then I will give you a moment to just like sign out, and then we'll be able to like release you. So I'll put you on solo layout just for you to do that thing. This one, can talk forever. You have 5 minutes at most. After 5 minutes, if you are still talking, I will stop you.
You see the way today I'm so collected. I'm not even speaking 2 answering
All right.
I'm answering A, B, C, D. I'm not even elaborating.
So I'm just giving you a chance to like promote AJ New Dimensions. Talk to us about what we should expect in the future. And then once you finish that, I will give you a moment to just sign out and maybe just recap a few things that you don't want us to forget based on your interview here and your time here. And then we'll be able to release you.
Yeah, so guys, AJ New Dimensions is a channel that we are there talking about things, life. That's a channel where we live and learn. That is a channel where we talk in so many things, and I can just conclude with it that the sky is blue. We don't have a limit there. We don't have limits, but we have limits in languages and our language and what we talk about. There we say the sky is blue. Sawa, the sky is blue there. So come there. You're going to be entertained. That's where we talk about Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya, because that's where I grew up. That's where I was raised. That's where I am right now. and it's a very beautiful country, and we can beautiful city, and we can make our city work again and bring it back to the glory that it had before. So welcome to AJ New Dimensions. This is where we say the sky is blue. Okay? Sawa sawa. Thank you. I'm finished.
Hey, I love how that was so. I'm impressed how that was so brief. I'm impressed how that was so brief. And indeed, the
I
sky is
told you.
blue. At least it hasn't rained for the last 2 days, and we thank God because these floods have been crazy. These floods have been crazy, like on our case. Um, yeah. So guys, this was AJ New Dimensions. I hope you enjoyed your time with us. So I want to just if there's no burning question right now, I want to just like really, she's been with me like for the last 3 hours. That I mean, she's taken double the time that I thought we were going to stay with her. But again, I have to remember that she's a mother. She has many roles. She has other competing responsibilities, so she can't stay with me here forever. But I want to just say thank you guys for the support you've given this beautiful lady. Thank you so much. I think she's had the most amazing time. AJ, have you enjoyed
Hmm?
yourself here? Did you feel like this was a
I
hot city?
have
It wasn't even hot, right?
no. It was very comfortable for me,
Yeah.
and I've really enjoyed. I'm so excited. I don't even want to leave.
I know. And I'm glad. That's a very good feeling. If you don't want to leave, that's a very good feeling because it shows that at least that we had a good conversation. I want to see more of these conversations. And guys, if you have not connected to Alice already, click on the pinned link. It will take you directly to her live stream. You can watch the live stream from there for the next like 5 minutes or so that I'm going to have on the panel. Um, Stay there on that live stream until it ends on her side because that will be great support. That will be great support for her. So if you have not connected to her, we got her to 200 on this platform. You can add your support there so that she can grow this channel to 20 million
Yeah.
in the shortest time possible that
Amen.
she wants to do that. All
Amen.
right.
Amen.
So
Amen.
make sure that you do that. And I'm glad she had an amazing time and I'm looking forward to the future. Um
Amen. Amen. We'll come back
there's a
again.
there's because you are the bishop, you are the visiting bishop at the Sunday service. Is there any particular, and I think you forgot, so I'm just using that to remind you. Is there any particular like encouragement you have for us based on the Bible that you thought that we should like use to like just conclude this conversation about scars? Hey, Tati, thank you so much, my brother from Romania. You are leaving just at the right time. We're also about to leave. We are not going to stay for long, so I just want to
Yeah.
release
So
AJ and then I will. Yeah. So
yeah.
carry on.
So I can give you this encouragement and this inspiration from the Bible, and we can talk about David. I love David. David of the Bible. I
Hey,
love him
wait,
so
wait,
much.
wait. You have to specify which David do you love? David anti-Okra
Of the,
Crusader or your
of the,
oh David
the Bible.
or the Bible? Okay, sorry. I just had to confirm. The Bible David.
David,
David
the
it's
son
not
of Jesse. David, the
oh
son of Jesse.
not David Hunt. Okay, just checking.
David Hunt
Carry on.
is my brother. I can love him. He's my brother.
But now you're talking
I love
about the
him as
Bible.
a
Okay.
brother. Yeah, so David used to take care of his father's sheep in the wilderness. And in that wilderness, I believe David had enough of scars in him because as we read on, because we're not going to read it here, it's in Second Samuel. As we read on, David was going the sheep, the lions used to come and hunt the sheep and take the sheep away, and David used to go after the sheep, and there they used to struggle, fight, and sometimes the sheep used to be eaten, gone, and the pain that he had, because he was there, he was a shepherd. As a shepherd, you wouldn't love your flock to be just taken away like that. They are very whatever with their flock. So David, as he had those scars and everything, he had gone through that misery, he had gone through the pain, he has gone through the losing and the betrayal and everything in the wilderness. So when he came to the mountain where he had taken food for his brothers, and he found this Philistine, the Goliath, and he was there, and he was asking, who is this? uncircumcised Philistine who is just mocking the children of God. And David was there because he knew that I have overcome. He was looking at the scars and he knew I have overcome this. I have overcome it. I have got victory over this. Then I will have victory also over this Goliath, over this Philistine. And that is why he went ahead and faced this Goliath that everyone was scared of. He was not scared. Why? Because he could look back and see the scars. He could look back and see the victory over the scars. So I'm here to tell you today, just go back to your scars. Go back, look at those scars and see victory. Sometimes there's something and there's a mountain that is in front of you and you're wondering, how can I conquer this mountain? How can I conquer this problem? How can I conquer this situation? Just look back. That is what I do. I look back and see the scars and look over the scars. And when I see these scars, I say to myself, if I overcame this, then even this one I will overcome. So that is how we overcome and get victory. And that is how David got victory over Goliath, because he had a scar. And when you have a scar, you have a story. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And I don't think I want to dilute the elegance of these words that, she said to to finish this conversation. When you have a scar, you do have a story. When you have a scar, you do have a story. Thank you so much, Alice. It was such a pleasure hosting you for the last nearly 3 hours. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for creating the time. Thank you so much for just making sure that, we had this delicate yet necessary conversation. I really appreciate you. And Fred is here. Fred is the one who actually introduced us, because I think Fred is the one who made me discover, I get to know who you are. Fred is on the chat. He's having some bit of internet problems. Fred Dangote is on the chat.
Oh, Fred Dangote. Not Miss Lydia. You came to Miss Lydia's.
Was it Miss Lydia? Was it Miss Lydia or Fred Dangote? Because I know it was Miss Lydia, and then I saw you a lot at Fred Dangote, and then I think I say that they two. But Miss Lydia is also here. Whether it's Miss Lydia or Fred Dangote, Miss Lydia is also here. The crazy
Miss Lydia, hi. Yeah, hi, my friend. How are you?
So thank you so much, and I like those connections, the power of connection. Just enable to get to know each other. Thank you so much. This was fun. This was really fun, and it was really necessary. I really wish you well, and feel free anytime. State House is open to you. In case you ever feel we need to collaborate on any particular project, let me know. Let me know, and I will see whether we can make it happen. I really wish you well, and I think you are really doing something good. You're really doing something good on your channel. Don't give up on yourself. And, thank you so much for also challenging us in terms of, this kind of support systems we need to nurture even within the community. So thank you so much. Guys, without further ado, I have to release the lovely lady off the screen so that she can at least come and catch up with you guys on the chat, and thank you guys for we can wrap up the conversation. So what I'm going to do, we are going to end the live stream on Alice's side. So I'm going to put her on solo layout so that she can say bye. The moment she says bye, we are going to end that live stream, and then she'll be able to drop off, and then she can come and join us on the chat real quick. Okay. So Alice, you can say bye so that I can end your live stream. I'm the only one who can end your live stream on that side, and then I will bring us back here. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, I'm so thankful. Very thankful. Thank you, Goga, for bringing me here. Yeah, I'm a small YouTuber, but you have made it for me, and you have encouraged me to go on. Yeah, and I will go on until I reach the milestone that I want to reach. So thank you, everyone who was here listening to us. Thank you for the support. Thank you for this platform. I don't take it for granted. I do appreciate each and everything. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those ones who have gone to my house, those ones who have subscribed, those ones who are viewing the videos. Thank you so much. I welcome you at AJ New Dimensions. At least there you find me, you find good content. I promise you, I'll give you good content there. Okay, so thank you so very much, Goga the president. Thank you for inviting me into State House. At least today, I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to be here. At least we have encouraged one another. We have edified one another. At least there's somebody who is not going to bleed again, and he's going to heal of their wounds, and they are going to show their scars, proudly. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening and to me. I'm not going to take it for granted. I'm so much thankful. I'm so much appreciative. I'm so much, I don't even know what to say, but I am so excited. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Goga, for hosting me. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless this channel. God bless every one of you. And I love you so much. So kwaheri.
Service. This is affirmation before we go. I'm reading a quote by one of my favorite lady authors called Zana Kitley. Zana Kitley says, talent matters. Skills matter. Knowledge matters. But none of it will make a difference if you don't first believe in yourself. And not just when everything is going right. You have to believe in yourself when the odds are stacked against you. When the challenges feel insurmountable. When you're not sure where any of this is leading, or even if it's leading anywhere at all. You have to believe in yourself when you're not seeing immediate results. When you receive no external validation. When you have no tangible evidence that you're on the right path. Just a feeling deep inside that you can't shake. You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You have to be your own greatest supporter and fiercest advocate. The person who never gives up on you has to be you. Because it's going to happen. You're going to make it. And one day, someone's going to ask you the secret to your success. And you're going to look at them straight into their eyes and tell them that you showed up for yourself every single day. You trusted your heart even when it didn't make sense to anyone else. You chose courage over fear over and over again. And you believed in yourself every step of the way. That's what got you to the top of the mountain. Relentless and unwavering self-belief in your scars. This was your host, Goga. It was such an honor having you at the Sunday service. May you keep like acknowledging those scars